Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D with the 1973 Kennedy half quarter story. Right here we have the half dollar from 1973, and you can see this is a Philadelphia half dollar because there's no mint mark there. And then this is the 1973 quarter, a Philadelphia quarter with no mint mark. And then underneath here we have a 1973 Denver mint half dollar, and that is the D mint mark. There's one other mint besides Denver and Philly that made coins in 1973, and that's the San Francisco mint, and that's where the infamous half quarter is from. So let's talk about the story. In 1973, they made 65 million of these at the Philadelphia mint, the Kennedy half dollars. These are a clad half dollar. We tip it up on its side, and we see that it's copper nickel mix on the outside, copper nickel mix on the back side, and inside it's 100% copper. These are heavy, big coins. Of the 65 million and they made at the Philadelphia mint, they found 3 at an MS 67, Mint State 67. Those are worth about $300. At the Denver mint, they made 83.2 million. So Denver was the big mint for the 1973 half dollars. They found one of these so far at a Mint State 68 that's worth $11,000. And then finally they made some at the San Francisco mint. We don't have the San Francisco mint half dollar, but we do have a 1973 San Francisco mint quarter. And this is what it looks like, right like this. And that's just a really sweet quarter, because of course at the San Francisco mint in 1973, all the quarters would be proof quarters. So they're going to have this kind of shine on them. Washington's going to come right off like that. This is not quite a cameo, certainly not a deep cameo, but it's pretty darn good. It says Liberty at the top, In God We Trust under Washington's chin, 1973, and then way over here is the S for the San Francisco mint. And this is the coin that the Kennedy half dollar was printed on. It was printed on the back of this coin. This image came out on top of this image, and that's how you got your double denomination coin. It looks like a Kennedy with wings that come out on both sides of his head. Even if we bought one with an S on it, though, we wouldn't get the double denomination 1973 half quarter. So what happened? So this is it. The image I'm showing you right here is from the Heritage Auction website. And Heritage Auction put this up for auction, and you can see January 21st, 2021. It was not sold, but this is the Kennedy half on top of the US quarter, and you can actually see the wings of the bird and everything here. You can see the S down here. You can see that up here it's kind of shortened, and if you look at this photo, you'll see that down here it's kind of shortened. So what happened was it's fitting onto a quarter, and so it had to cut off a lot of the half dollar in order to fit onto the quarter. So what happened? Well, in 2020, the state of California asked the U.S. Mint for permission to sell some coins that it had received. Not sure whether they had seized those coins or somehow get them as abandoned property, but one of the coins they got was a half dollar that was on a quarter blank. In other words, the Kennedy was on top of a Washington, and actually it was on top of this side of a Washington. Back to the 1973 half dollar. One of the big differences, other than size, between the Kennedy half dollar and the United States quarter or the Washington quarter is the number of reeds around the outside. The half dollar has 150 reeds that go around the outside. The quarter has 119 reeds, and so on that coin that you just saw from Heritage Auctions, you could actually see the reeds up here near the top, and it was the reeds from the quarter, not the reeds from the half dollar. And if we look at them, let's put these, if we put these right together, we'll see that you can actually match up the reeds on these. They are about the same distance apart all the way around, which is really weird. Except, of course, the half dollar is this size, not this size. So if you're looking for one, you're probably not going to get one, but you could contact Heritage Auctions and see if you could buy one from them. I'm guessing it's going to be way into the tens of thousands of dollars, because this is one of only 2 double denomination half dollars known in U.S. history. Now the question is it an intentional error? Well, it's very likely that somebody did it intentionally. How could you do that? Well, proof coins are inserted one at a time by the operator at the U.S. Mint. They're essentially hand-fed into the presses. And so when you do that, if you fed in the wrong thing into the right press, you could get a double denomination 1973 half quarter. Apparently the Department of Treasury did not want to worry too much about it, and so they let the state of California sell it legally, and it's a legal coin to own. All right, well, that's all we have today from Big D Coins. This is DC saying, it'd be great if you subscribe to the Big D Coin channel and put any comments you have in the comments section.